guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Miranda, and this video is going to be everything that I knit and crocheted in the year 2025. For those who don't know, I just had learned how to knit and crochet in January of 2025, so this is my first year of doing both, and this is going to be almost everything that I've made. Some things I have actually sold, so when it comes to those, I will just put up a photo of what the item was because I don't physically have them to show for this video. Also, it is sunny in and out, popping out of clouds, so if it gets really bright, don't mind that. I appreciate the sun. I'm sorry if the lighting does get affected by that though. But without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to do my best to do as chronologically in order as I can and as I can remember making these things, but the very first thing that I made was this scarf, and this was my very first project that I did in January. You can very much tell by the edges not being even across that, you know, this was my first project, but I think it's beautiful. I love this scarf. I literally wear it all the time. And I love it so much. Even, I could block this. Like, I could just steam it and then kind of even out the edges. I just haven't done that. But I love this scarf. I wear it all the time. And I definitely would like to make more scarves. I have quite a few that I've made, but I can always use more. In February, I had begun my first knitting project, which also was a scarf. But I love this scarf also so much. It's a lot more wide than my first one, and I love the colors. It is just the garter stitch, but I love this yarn that I had used. She's really fun. Honestly, for a first knitting project, I think my tension is really good. Like, she's really good. Like, I love it. I'm so proud. I was so proud when I finished this, and it really opened my eyes to the realm of knitting. We do have a moment of silence for the sweater that I had started in February, but hated the yarn that I ended up picking out. Like, the way it was working up, I just hated it, so I scrapped it. Number one tip in any craft ever: if it is not bringing you joy, it is okay to scrap it. You don't have to finish a project that you're hating doing. So I didn't finish it. I donated it, actually. The next item, fan favorite, I always get compliments on this, is my weird little apple. It was supposed to be an apple. A lot of people think it's a tomato. However, the leaves are not tomato. Like, I would have to have 4 of these flat and like spaced out for it to look like a tomato. It was supposed to be an apple, but again, like, I was really in my early stages of crochet, but I was not doing my decreases or increases correctly, because that's why it ends up getting ruffled, is because I rapidly had to decrease to make it fit my head, and it's still too big for my head. Every time I wear it, I do have to bobby pin. I just bobby pin the sides by my ears, and like, it is too big for my head. Like, it does not fit. But I'm not going back in to tighten it again. But it is so cute, and I love it. I love it so much. February was a busy month for me because I know for sure I had this in time for Valentine's Day. So I would have had to have made this in February. But I made a chowder hat. I did buy a pattern for this, and it was so difficult to follow at first. Like, this yarn, oh my god, is so difficult to use. I actually thrifted a bit of this stuff. This is a different colorway. I had specifically ordered this colorway, but I thrifted this colorway. So I ended up making another one of these in December, like this past December, for my brother for Christmas. So technically I have 2 of these. One of them is for my brother, but the one for my brother is in this colorway, which is a little bit darker. But this fucking yarn, this wavy ass shit, so hard to use, so hard to see your stitches, but like, she's cute. I love this hat. I'm so happy to have it. I'm so happy I made it. It was hard though. I'm not too confident about the order of these next items. I had made a couple like hair scarves. I followed a tutorial for this and it ended up being so large. Like, it's just so big. Like, it's too wide. It needed to be decreased like much more drastically, like diagonally, instead of going out wide so much, because it just doesn't fit nicely and I really haven't worn it, but I don't want to get rid of it because I made it and maybe I can figure out something. I would love to remake one that has a scalloped edge like this, just differently, so that it doesn't end up being giganto on my head. The next thing I have is a cardigan, and again, I don't know the order of when I've made these things, but I know this definitely was before it got, like before winter was over, I had this finished. But I made a hexagon cardigan. I love this yarn. It is James C. Brett's Marble. I don't remember what colorway, but there are so many different colors, like literally any of them will be beautiful. And in the back, I did some panels with Crochet Star appliques. So cute. I did drastic decreases to make the arm cuffs. It's just literally so good. It's so good. I love this yarn. I love how it turned out. Next, one of my favorite things that I made is this cutie yin yang crossbody bag. I love this color. Like, this color combo, so good. It's so good. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. And she's stunning. And I love it. I used this so much this past year. Next, again, no idea about the order of these things anymore, but I made a pie beret. I love this thing so much. Like, look at that. I had followed a pattern for like pot holders, except I just kept going to do like a larger size, obviously, and I just like did the crust by hand. I just like hand did it. Again, this is also too big for my head, but I didn't want to keep trying to decrease because I don't want the crust to be larger than it is. You really can't see it unless it's from the back. But like, I did that. Again, like from the front, it's not really giving pie. But from the back, and the side, to be honest, you can tell she's a pie. It's so cute. I love it so much. Next, I revisited the hair scarf dilemma. This one fits so well. And I definitely made this earlier in the year, now that I'm thinking about it, because I definitely was wearing it in the winter. So, but it's a dragonfly, if you can see that cutout. How cute is that? I followed a tutorial for like a shawl, but I just did one dragonfly and then stopped the shawl part and then just like freehanded the rest of it to make it a hair scarf. But it is so cute. I have worn this so much this year. It's one of my favorite things. And it's one of my most worn items, to be fair. One of my most complimented things that I've made. I made a granny square, oversized, drop shoulder sweater. I made this with the intent to take on vacation with me, and that I did. I did get to wear this on the beach. I got to wear it when we were out on the water, and it was so fun, so fresh. Obviously, it can be reversible. I think this is the way that I wear it typically. Like, this is the front for me, because again, I love being able to see the teals It's just one of my favorite colors to look at. But yeah, she's big, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, she's stunning. She's all over Pinterest, actually. This next item was something that I didn't actually expect to like blow up as much as it did. Like, the videos that I made showing this off did really well, but I turned my Magic Star Cat drawing, which I often print these out as patches and then I sew them onto clothes. I took that drawing and I turned it into a scarf. Like, is that not just absolutely precious? So precious. And the whole thing has stars. And of course the back has little legs and a tail. I do wish I would have done more peach stripes because I don't know why I didn't look at my fucking drawing when I was doing the tail. I'm like, it has 3 stripes. It has more than 3. I should have done stripes pretty much the whole way down. But it is still so cute. But yeah, I basically freehanded this because again, it's based on a drawing and I just figured out how to do it. I figured out how to do it myself. And I love it. On that same note, with the scarf came the idea of I can turn it into a bag. So what did I do? I turned it into a bag. The bag's face definitely looks more like my drawing, like the proportions of it are more accurate because I used my projector to project my drawing onto the floor so I could line up my pieces the way that it actually is drawn, because I'm so picky about things being exactly the way that I want them to be. And I love my scarf. I love the scarf. I didn't do anything to like maneuver that, but I used my projector for this. I did. It's so cute. I did like a pastel rainbow type of granny square strap where like it's a more muted rainbow where it's like red, orange, you know, it's peach, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple, and then pink. And then like the pink is the red. Like, how cute. And the back has a little star applique because the back was too plain and it's my star cat. And I love it so much. It can be a crossbody. I did take off quite a few squares of the strap because once you actually have stuff in it, it weighs this down and this will stretch more. So I'm okay having it be a little bit of a shorter crossbody bag for now because over time it will turn into that. But I also like being able to just wear it on my shoulder, and that is a good length, like, for that. When I first started knitting, I knew that I wanted to do apparel. I knew that I wanted to make sweaters and make really cool fun things. And granted, I'm not onto the fun things quite yet, just because color work and like doing intarsia I think will be what I lean towards doing as I get better at it. But I knew I wanted to make a sweater, and so I did. I finished my very first sweater actually on New Year's Eve. Like, I was not sure if I was going to finish this before the end of the year, but I did that. I did not follow a pattern. I saw this photo of a sweater and I said to myself, I want that. How do I make that? How do I get that? The brand sold that sweater years ago. No pattern. I just saw the vision. And because I have my big crochet granny square sweater, I used that shape as the measurements to make this one, because I knew if I could make a big drop shoulder, all I have to do is make a really long rectangle. And that's what I did. I love the balloony sleeves. It's literally so perfect. The collar, like, I did that. It's so soft. It's made out of, I can't think of the brand, the company, but it's Forever Fleece. It's literally like wearing a blanket. Like, usually this yarn is used for blankets. I used it to make a sweater because now I can just wear my blanket sweater and be warm forever, because today it feels like 5 degrees. But like, I love it so much. Like, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I was able to do that. And now, in no particular order, because the timeline of when I made these is just blank to me, but the items that I also made but no longer have in my possession. First, I did sell my eye sweater, which I do have video footage of showing like other crochet things, like the very first things I made. That footage is in that video, so I do have that at least to like show how it actually looked in person. But I did sell her. I sold the hexagon like star beret that I had made because I have one that I was gifted and I just wanted to be able to make my own and like really see the construction, like really learning how to construct things. I was just making things even if I didn't necessarily want to keep them, but I did end up selling her. I had made a rainbow star bag, and again I have one that I got as a gift, but again I just wanted to see what I'm capable of and make my own. But I did end up selling that. It was so beautiful though. I loved the colors that I chose for that. It looked so good. I had made a rainbow spiral sweater that the only reason I got rid of that and sold it was because since making my granny square big fucking sweater, I want everything to be boxy and super oversized. So I definitely would like to remake that sweater with a different rainbow yarn that self changes color actually well, because with that one, the cake I used, I had to cut up each color and then like manually switch to colors because the cake was not caking. But that was so beautiful. I love how it turned out. I just would make another one in a larger size. Is that it? I think that's it. I think that is everything that I've made as far as I can remember making. It has been such a fun year. I'm so happy and proud of myself for learning how to both knit and crochet. Granted, I'm not the most efficient knitter, like I cannot follow a pattern still, but I'm learning. I'm figuring out how to, because the things that I want to make, I'm gonna have to learn a lot of techniques and things like that, but I'm so happy with where I've gone in the last year. I don't really know what's next on my agenda. I do actually currently have a scarf that I'm knitting and a scarf that I'm crocheting. But those are what my current projects are, my current whips. I definitely would like to start another knit sweater. I have yarn that I got from Joann's way before they closed, but as they were closing, because everything was on sale. Oh, honorable mention also, I have a star garland, but it's in my living room, hanging on the mantle. But yeah, I think that is everything. I'm so excited to see what I come up with in 2026 and to see how much more I advance as especially a knitter. Even though I'm not going to be doing as many projects as I do crochet because I'm much faster at crocheting, and knitting does take a lot longer for me, which is fine. But I'm curious to see how many things I will actually stick with and finish in 2026. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I will say with crochet and like the yarns that I use, I do have a video going through the yarns that I used for the eye sweater, and that is pretty much what I do for my crochet. Like, I thrift yarn. There are many yarns that I have that I don't have the tags for anymore, so I'm not sure exactly what I would have used. But that video does showcase a lot of the yarns that I do have in my stash. Obviously, I've bought more and thrifted more since then. If you're curious about yarns, at least, I do have like a list of ones that were possible for that project, if you're curious about those color palettes specifically. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you lots. Happy knitting and crocheting, and happy new year. Here's to a good 2026 for the crafters, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, love you, bye!